What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your training coach. I will be doing a live trading session, live analysis and live discussion that we are doing every Monday to Friday. So this is the first day of trading week, another successful day as so far after the past week's success. So let's look at this week how we can find the best trade possible in the market. Now, as usual guys, before I begin this session, make sure that you give a big thumbs up, smash the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So firstly, as usual, let's quickly look at the DXY, because DXY really will give us a clearer direction in most of the USD pair, as well as we can see which way gold is heading. Now if we look at DXY, what we see that from the DXY perspective, this is a bullish market. Now for our time frame, we was looking that this market was with this impulse correction creating series of higher high and higher low. So this is a long-term bullish market, DXY. Now with that bull market, what we have seen that DXY, after this impulse to the upside, the price has come down as expected, exactly in my weekly Forex forecast. Initial drop and then pullback, initial pullback and then rise. This price is doing exactly as it is. It's very, very interesting. So now let's look at daily time frame to see what it is doing. Now from the daily, this is what I mentioned, that you can see this is the resistance level on the daily time frame on DXY. Now with that resistance level on DXY, we can see that this is the resistance zone here, resistance level here, resistance level here, which is turning support here. And from that level, we have seen that DXY has a bounce to the upside. Now with that bounce on DXY from this resistance turn support, what I think that we might see slowly a bullish move, or we could see a little further drop before going towards the upside. Now from the lower time frame perspective, from intraday, we can see that DXY, you can see this is the opening and then has come down, broken this level, exactly tested this previous resistance level here. Okay, so this is the previous resistance zone. We see this is the resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, which is turning support here. And from that level, we have seen that DXY in fact has a bounce towards the upside. Now with that bounce, what we have seen that the market currently creating a long wick candle, which is closing in 53 minutes later. I think that upon closing of this candle, we could see DXY might be slowly creating bullish move. For me, if you look at the weekly time frame, bigger picture, we saw that there is a weekly middleman. Now this weekly middleman, in fact, if you look at that, there's a long wick at the bottom, and so there is a long wick at the top. And we see that this market, this is the previous also resistance turn support here on DXY. From the weekly and daily, we can see that the market in fact slowly rejecting from the bottom. So this is where we see that DXY currently creating a long wick candle along the zone, and from that place we can expect DXY to continue to rise to the upside. So let's see how it goes. We will be looking forward to have some good trade again on all the instrument. As you have seen, we had already successful trade, so we'll be looking at that as well. In the meantime, let me know guys in the chat how you are doing. Hope that you're enjoying this trading week. That's an amazing trading week, guys. Punaya booming, good evening sir. Short gold, AUDUSD, AUD close with profit now. Thank you, no problems, thank you very much. Shorted gold, yeah. Punaya, I think you enjoyed. This is our VIP trade. That's good. Thank you very much. Yep, that's an amazing trade. Just we have closed with profit. Gold, 2 times profit. We'll discuss that. Hello sir. NZD USD gap opening today. Share some thought on this. We'll be looking at that. Hello everyone. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, coach. Hope to have another week on blue. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. We'll be looking at that. Gold place closure, GBPCAD, Aussie analysis here. Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Which market you are in trade now? Faber, we were trade on gold just a couple of minutes ago. We closed in just 5 minutes time. I think we had a 10-20 minutes. Most of our gold trade hit profit target within a short time. So let's look at that gold trade just before the live session. I think 15-20 minutes earlier we had that. Let me look at that, guys. What just a fresh trade we have closed. In fact, it has dropped well below. Now I'll tell you why I have opened the trade. And just before this live session, guys, today, just a couple of minutes earlier, we have had this trade. Even if in this live session, if come up, we'll be looking at that. So first, let's look at that gold trade, that why I have called for that. As I mentioned, that most of my gold trade I trade on 5 minutes. Now this is the trade. Just we sold gold today before starting this live session. We sold at 1977.29, stop loss at 1978.9, very tight stop loss. You can see this is what I do. I put a very tight stop loss, take profit 1973.44 exactly in just a short period of time. In just matter of 10 minutes, the price has hit 2% on that single trade. So now let's look at what did I look at that gold trade. Now, as I mentioned, that most of my trade is based on liquidity. Okay, so liquidity is where the fuel of the market that I discussed with all of you guys, that liquidity is the fuel of the market. So if you look at the bigger picture in the market on gold, now liquidity, what is liquidity? I posted quite a few videos and I'll be posting again in the future. So liquidity is the fuel of the market. Okay, so make sure, guys, you subscribe to the channel so that in the future updates you can get. Now, as I mentioned, the liquidity is the primary one of the primary factors of my trading decision. Now, if you look at this 5-minute chart, that let me replay the chart and to see where I have entered the trade. Now, first of all, you can see that this is the liquidity graph from this very important level. Now, first of all, you see this move to the upside on gold. This move is in fact it's a fake move to the upside just to grab liquidity from here. Now with that move, the price was creating series of lower high and lower low. Now the price was started to drop from that level. Now I was watching the price action. Once I found that candle, okay, this is where is my trigger candle. And if you are our VIP students, definitely you know that we have a strategy, our TF strategy exactly satisfying here the TF strategy. Now with that satisfaction of TF strategy, I have entered this trade, and exactly as soon as I have entered the trade, the price started to drop immediately. Just in matter of 20 to 15 minutes time, this is the drop happened. Okay, give a big thumbs up. Let me know in the chat how many of you enjoyed this trade. Let's see if we can find live trades. We do quite live trades also. You open and from that zone, in fact, the price dropped. As you can see, this exact entry, stop loss and take profit. And also, guys, this is what I mentioned, that I commit to give the best education possible. If you want to learn the strategy that we are using and also trade with us, receive all the trade alerts that we are trading, and also be part of the trading community, I would invite you guys to join us. You can join us by clicking the click the join now button in the website. So website address is given at the top of the chat, and also I'm giving you a website address in the live chat so that you can visit the website. So once you visit the website, just click that mentorship. So I'm giving you the website address on the live chat. You can click the website and then join the click join now button, and I will invite you to join the lifetime access plan so that you can have access to everything for the rest of your life, all the trade alerts, all the analysis, all the trading tools, and also VIP chat group that we have every trader here, working together. So make sure, guys, you check it out. I will say that this is the best decision you'll ever made. I'm sure that everyone in our VIP community really enjoying this academy. This is the best education you'll ever find, and we are committed to give you guys the best education ever. Thank you very much. So let me look at now on other instrument. Where is this? Let me see. Thank you. Yep. Hello, H4. Thank you very much. Afternoon from South Africa. Thank you. Hi, coach. TKS for good profit on gold. Thank you very much. Yep, very good. Thank you, Tan. What's your analysis yesterday? Trades every day. All of the market profit. Unfortunately, I don't. Okay, no problems. Thank you very much. So, okay, very good. Thank you, Tan. That's really, really good to see that you guys enjoying the trades and everything. So let me look at now on let me see with all other instrument how they are doing. Okay, so with that said, let's see how we can find trade on gold, and then we will be looking at other pairs. So let's see. Okay, in addition to that, let me see AUDUSD. Also we had a trade, we'll be discussing at that. Let me look at GBPAUD. Also we had a trade which is running in profit. I'll be looking at that as well. So let me see that. Okay, dollar yen, guys, you can see the dollar yen exactly. Also according to the analysis, this is also a very, very strong trending market. Now if we look at the bigger picture on dollar yen, I'll be looking at bigger picture to see how the market is doing. Now from the monthly perspective on dollar yen, we see that this market is a long-term bullish market, and dollar yen is in fact a very, very good market where we can see that potential movement to the upside. Now if we look at the monthly price section on dollar yen, we see that the market is creating series of higher low along this zone, and I think the dollar yen will continue to rise to the upside. Now if we look at the weekly price section on dollar yen, we see that there is a bullish candle here which has a long wick at the top on dollar yen. Now with that long wick on dollar yen, we see that the price was from the weekly creating series of higher low along this zone. Now if we look at the daily time frame on dollar yen, we see that from the daily perspective, the price is doing exactly as it is. As you can see, this is the line that I have drawn even in the past, and the price is done, has a bounce from that level. Now if you look at the overall picture in the market on dollar yen, we see that from this support level with this long wick candle, the market has formed this massive movement to the upside. With that, we saw the price has tested this previous resistance level, turning support here. Now with that previous resistance turn support, we saw dollar yen has a bounce towards the upside. Now with that bounce, I think the dollar yen highly likely may create a new higher high in that direction. So if we look at the lower time frame from the intraday perspective, we can see the dollar yen is from this support level has this movement to the upside. Now this is the current session's candle. After previous sessions doji, dollar yen has created this long bullish candle, and we can see that with that long bullish candle, dollar yen has broken towards the upside. And I think the dollar yen, the way it has formed, highly likely it will continue to rise, and this price action for me is bullish. And there is you can see there is a liquidity gap here. This movement towards the downside with this inverted head and shoulder, this is an inverted head and shoulder. The price has broken towards the upside, and we could see that after a little pullback, we can expect dollar yen to continue to rise. Now in all those instruments, I see that dollar yen has a high potential for a bigger move, because if you look at the monthly, we see that from the monthly perspective, the price creating series of higher low along the zone, and with that series of higher low creation, dollar yen has created this move to the upside. And you can see there is a red candle here, and I think that dollar yen, highly likely the price will continue to rise towards the upside. So there is a high probability for dollar yen have a bigger move. Let's see how it does. If we look at the daily also, I see potential movement to the upside. So anytime we find an opportunity, we'll be taking as well on dollar yen. So let's see how it does. Now let's see. So this is the dollar yen price, and so let's see what others are doing. In the meantime, guys, let me know in the chat which one you are doing. Can you hear me, guys? Can you let me know in the live chat that you can hear me? I want to say that everything is broadcasted properly. Amazing, thank you very much. So we'll be looking at now, let me see that we see a couple of pairs. We want music favor. Yeah, absolutely. We'll be having it, but we have music on, but sometimes because we talk a lot, it sometimes creates a bit more disruption. But when I will be focusing on looking at trade, that time we can listen. Thanks for that. So we see that yeah, very good, thank you, Nasser. Okay, looking at going back to gold, guys, to see thanks, Mark. Yep, great start of the week. I really appreciate that. I also enjoyed. Okay, looking at 5 minutes time frame again on gold, we see that there is a potential. If I look at the daily here on gold, we see that I think that gold, this is the let's do the big and multi-time frame approach on gold to see where where the market is heading towards the downside, or where the market is heading. Now if we look at the monthly on gold, we see that from the monthly perspective, this is the resistance level. This is a all-time high resistance zone here, triggered all-time high, and with that all-time high trigger, the price grab liquidity and then form this long monthly candle. Now with that long monthly candle on gold, the price has dropped well below, okay, just created a higher low and then immediately has gone up. As I mentioned in my previous analysis, we could see another wave of drop before the monthly close, and I think that the price might break this low here, okay, break this low, and highly likely that the price might create an overextended market towards the downside. Now if we look at the weekly in this price, we see that from the weekly perspective, there is a long candle here, okay. So with that long weekly candle, there is a long wick at the top, and also there is a long wick at the bottom. I think that normally this is for me a bearish candle. As you can see, there is a long wick at the bottom, and highly likely that the price will come and hit that long wick at the bottom, hit that zone, fill that area. And if we look at the daily, we can see that from the daily perspective, this is a resistance level on the daily, and we saw that this is what exactly also expected in the weekly forex forecast. The price respected this daily resistance line, okay, created series of lower high, and from that zone we saw that the price has a strong drop in that direction. So from the intraday perspective, we saw that multiple times. You see, this is the first candle of the week, second one drop, the other one again has gone up to grab further liquidity, and the third one again we saw the drop. So the market is in fact with this green candle, the market is consolidating here, and grabbing liquidity from both sides. I think that with that consolidation, gathering liquidity from both sides, and then we could see that gold is rejecting towards the downside. So if we look at the 5-minute chart, this is where we have entered this trade that we discussed early today. We started this one a nice trade on gold, and now what I think that you can see the market now again from this zone again pushing towards the upside. So that upside movement could give, you see the price is creating lower high along the zone. Okay, this is the 5-minute chart, and we can see that along this level on gold, the price, there is a massive drop here to this level of support, created this movement, and we can see that with this move, gold so this is a, for me it's going up for another pullback. I think that gold might remain still bearish, and if we look at in this 5 minutes, we see this this level, and for me it's this zone here is a liquidity grab along the zone, and we could see that the market after let it go up, which will give us another opportunity for, I think that we could find another opportunity for selling. And you can see it's still 1 hour 34 minutes for this candle. If it managed to reach the resistance zone again, then we can find another opportunity for selling on gold. So let's see what what it is doing. And so this movement is good, which is going against the trend. If we look at the 1 hour, yeah, so let's see how far it's going. It's going now against the trend, and this resistance that we have drawn is a very important level. If we see gold in this lifetime of this candle has reached that resistance level, then we will be looking for selling opportunity on gold after a price action confirmation. So let's find out what it is trying to do. That this is what I mentioned, guys, that I wait for gold, like if you go to the, let's say if you go to the airport and the bag is coming, and I wait like that. Whenever I see the price action, then only I react and I go for a trade in the market. So let's see what it does. So from the 15 minutes, we see that from 4 hour, Now 5 minutes works very well in gold because this is a you see most of my gold trades based on 5 minutes time frame, which works very well because when you see that multiple liquidity gap on the 5 minutes, that's the move most of the time creates very well results. Okay, so let me see guys how you're doing. Favor, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, GBPCAD, we'll be looking at that. Euro GBP, thank you. Euro CH, yeah. Good morning, coach. You might have already talked about it, but can you give your analysis on DXY? Rich, yeah, absolutely. We'll be looking at that. Definitely. GBPCAD, okay, we'll be looking at that. Okay. All right, so we'll be looking at GBPCAD and we'll come back to it again. DXY, GBPCAD, and some of the pairs that we are. Okay, so GBPCAD, if I look at bigger picture, looking at the monthly, first of all, we can see that from the monthly, this is a long-term bullish market. You can see starting with this quite a few monthly rejection from the support, huge long week candles on GBPCAD. Now with that rejection from the support level on GBPCAD, the market has formed quite a few dojis here. And we saw that from this level, the market has created multiple liquidity gap. And we saw this movement on GBPCAD. Now with that movement, the price has come down and already tested an important level, the previous resistance, which is down support here. And we see that slowly a bit more rejection coming on the monthly. Now if we look at the weekly, we see that this is the weekly candle that has closed with a long week candle. Now there are two probable scenario on GBPCAD on the weekly, is to come down again to this level or to continue to rise like that. So let's see from the daily what kind of price action we are seeing. Now from the daily, you see that this is the daily move and form a head and shoulder dojis, quite a few has broken down. I think that GBPCAD might either go a little bit in a sideway here or may remain, may start a bullish move here. The reason, the way I see GBPCAD market is, you can see this is the level that what possible for me is like that. Okay, so we see that GBPCAD, this is the support level here, resistance here, support here. Now with that level, what we see that GBPCAD from the bigger picture perspective for me is showing a bullish and a drop, consolidation drop to the support level. The market now slowly creating a bullish price action. So for me, GBPCAD from the bigger picture looks to me that it's a turning to a bull market, or we could see little bit in a sideway, and then we might see that the market is heading towards the upside. So from the lower time frame perspective, the market slowly forming a structure here. Now you can see there is a consolidation drop towards this level, has broken to the upside. Now in this area we see that very important level here. Okay, so that level, okay, this is an important level. The price has formed a structure from this level, and I think that GBPCAD it may not go up directly from here. I think it might come down again. If it reject from this level, I will be bullish if GBPCAD managed to touch the top of this doji. this is a very important previous resistance turn support here, and yeah, this is the level that I will be waiting for. This is the resistance support, and from here we can expect GBPCAD to go bullish. I think it will have another drop, very highly likely. Without grabbing proper liquidity from this support, we may not be able to see that GBPCAD is moving towards the upside. So this is where I'll be waiting for a potential trading opportunity on GBPCAD. All right, so let's look at again gold. We see that there is a significant movement. Whenever the significant movement is a good opportunity, so we see from the 5 minutes time frame the market has made a move. I think, you know, above this liquidity zone there is a huge liquidity remaining, and this is the opening and closing. So let's see how the price is reacting in that area. So with the 15 minutes candle close, we see that the market now has come to a very important level. With this green candle is a very high liquidity as well. So let's see how the price is reacting in that zone. There is a gap opening. Let's see. Okay, let me see how it is trying to do. Okay, so okay, just moving towards the upside. So this one is, we have close to it profit. Let me see this. Yeah, this liquidity zone 1978.84 is a significant area. So if we look at this 15 minutes candle, let's see. So from the daily, we are almost on the daily opening and closing area, which is also a very crucial level to look at. So if the price managed to break this high, there is a huge liquidity above this level. Let's see how it is doing, reacting to that level. Let's see. Okay, so here just look like that the bulls not strong enough. Oh, this massive drop happened. Okay, we missed the trade. So there is a, from that level has dropped. I was planning to sell, but it has just dropped. Okay, so we could see that again, as I mentioned, that for this movement, Okay, so we in fact it has come back again towards, so it's still bearish, and let's see how it goes. I think you can see in the 15 minutes the price has just formed this another bearish candle. So it formed a head and shoulder. In fact, here, let's see. So there is a from the daily, we see that from the daily resistance again has a rejection, and I think that the price may continue to drop. Okay, let's see how it goes. In the meantime, see the chat. CHF, thank you very much. Hi, hello. EuroCAD analysis, please. Absolutely. Good evening, coach. Thank you. Good evening. EuroCAD. Yeah. So exactly you are you looking to sell gold at? Gold has this is where I was expecting to sell, but before it's dropped. No problem, we'll find. And like this, you know, many times we miss trade, but always looking for the best one is the good idea. Gold, yeah. Good evening, coach. Thank you very much. Mohanad, coach, please look US30. Yeah, will you look at that? Edward, coach, I always enjoy your lessons. Thank you very much, Edward. Sun, is gold bullish or bearish? Looks like that to me. It's still looking like bearish. I'm going to join just to show gratitude. God bless you, coach. Thank you, Parabolic. You're always welcome. Thank you very much, coach. I think you have a roughly 30-second delay. Yeah, could be, yeah, around. So yeah, there is a little bit of time delay happen, but yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, so thank you very much. And as you know that we had early today, you know, back to back, we had a gold trade that we closed successfully with profit. This is the gold trade that we have sold at 1977 early today. Stop loss at 1978.9, and we closed at 1973.44 along this zone, which is in fact a very good trading trade. That first, just we have closed the first trade of the week, and also we are running two other trades that both of them running in profit. So AUDUSD trade also we have opened, you can see, and I'm expecting this one also to give a 3 times profit on this one. You can see this is the AUDUSD. I'll be doing the analysis now. Why did I do AUDUSD? Okay, this is the AUDUSD trade. Stop loss here, TP here, 13 pp stop loss, and also GBPAUD. So I'll be looking at now AUDUSD, and then we'll go back to the gold again. Now AUDUSD, you can see 10 minutes later this candle is closing. It grabbed liquidity from the resistance, and AUDUSD doing also exactly according to the analysis. You have seen that. Now if I look at the bigger picture from the daily on AUDUSD, we see that from the daily perspective the price has formed, you know, a series of lower high along this zone. Okay, series of lower high, and we saw that there is in fact a huge liquidity trigger from the daily perspective from this resistance level. This is the doji, the high of the doji here. The price has crossed the doji's high and the grab liquidity from this resistance level, and we saw that the price has in fact has a rejection from the top. Now if we look at this 4-hour time frame, we see that AUDUSD in fact has formed this double top formation. The price has broken down. Now we see that this current session's candle has crossed the previous session's high little bit to the upside and then form a rejection from the top, from this double top, which is for me a possible bearish. And this is why I have called for this trade when the price was here, because this is showing a significant bearish price action and highly likely that AUDUSD might continue to drop. And our TP target is 3 times on this one. After this gold trade, this one also running in profit. And as you can see, AUDUSD, in fact, this one also I posted yesterday analysis on TradingView. This is the analysis that I posted yesterday on TradingView, that whenever the price will be hitting that level, will be this is the sell zone. Now for those who are following me in different social media, you can find this very helpful. I do frequently post also on the YouTube. Also I posted the same trade so that everyone can get benefited. Guys, make sure that you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So we see that AUDUSD, in fact, this is the resistance line here, and with that resistance line, the price now this is the sell area and first, second and third liquidity area in that zone, and back to back 3 times the price grab liquidity, which is a very, very high probability zone for potential selling opportunity on AUDUSD. So we see that now some pullback is coming, but I'm still expecting on AUDUSD to continue to drop. Now along with that, we have opened another trade, which is the GBPAUD. Now in the similar way, GBPAUD also we saw that there's one here, there's one here, and also multiple times the price grab liquidity. This one is a high probability but less risk to reward, because you see there are some long rejection here. We might see that the price again coming down here. So before that, we have we're planning to take the profit on GBPAUD. This is also the trade. So these are the 3 trades. Gold we have closed to 2 times today. AUDUSD and GBPAUD, we are expecting it to give us profit in the upcoming time. So guys, if you want to learn our strategies and also trade with us in Forex Trading Wizard Academy, make sure you check out the link, join us to learn our strategies, to trade with us, to be part of the trading community. Link also given at the top of the chat. You can click that link and then join us to learn our strategies, and you can be here for lifetime if you're joining our lifetime program. So yeah, there is an opportunity discount going on. You can join us if I'll say that this is the best decision you'll ever made if you are interested. So let's look at now dollar yen. I was looking at dollar yen from the daily. Again, we come back to that. Before going to the dollar yen, let me know is sad. So dollar yen, if we look at the bigger picture from the monthly perspective, okay, so before we go to the dollar yen, let me show the US30. I think I had a quite request for US30. Now if I look at the US30 from monthly time frame on US30, we see that from this level where this is an impulse on US30, massive impulse, and then consolidation. The price has dropped below this monthly support. This is a very, very important level here on US30. The price grab liquidity from here, and with that liquidity grab on US30 has a strong rejection followed by another bullish candle. Now we see that this month the price has just crossed that high and rejected towards the downside initially. Now we see the price again, you know, making its move to the upside. So this is a long-term bull market. Let's look at the weekly. Now from the weekly, we saw that there is a doji has formed from the weekly previous week. This week the market opened with a gap in that zone. Okay, so there is a gap opening, and with that gap opening, US30, highly likely that we could see that the market is moving towards the upside. So with that, you know, movement to the upside, if we look at the daily, we can see that from the daily perspective as well, the price, you know, also there is a gap opening here. Today is the first day of trading week, and we saw that there is already a daily movement up to this level correction. We can expect another movement to the upside on US30. Now from the lower time frame perspective, we see that there is you see this is a strong impulse and then correction. Now you have seen yesterday, previous day, last day of trading week, when this candle was forming, this is what I mentioned, the price is likely to come here, this one, to form that, and this did that exactly. Now we see that US30, if you look at the overall you know, picture in the market, we can see that this is a structure on US30. Now with that structure, what we see that the market, you see this is a pattern on US30, okay, an impulse correction. So the market is forming this structure. The market form many kinds of a structure, and this is also one of the structure. And I see that US30 potentially creating a bullish market structure. And we saw there is a previous session, there is a liquidity gap as well here. And as you can see that I talk a lot about the liquidity. I do post quite a few content on the channel for free as well, guys. Make sure that you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel to access all of them. There are some more coming up. This week I have posted about the liquidity map. Now in the upcoming times I will be posting more. This Saturday also I'll be posting an important video on how to understand the pattern breakout, which is a very, very important, because you know, once you know which way the market will be heading, it's much easier to trade. For example, if you see this movement here, a triangle, from this triangle you can predict the market which way will be heading. Normally we know that it should be breaking to the upside, but it doesn't do straight away. There's something that clearly observable, you know, initially breakdown or initially breakout. So there are some pattern, and the strength of the market determines how the market will break out. So I will discuss in detail on Saturday and Sunday in London session time, guys. So make sure that you stay present, stay tuned on that, and give a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for that content as well. And so let's see now US30. We see that the market from this zone forming a narrower candle. Now you see that there is a rejection on US30. For me, I think that the market may not go straight away because there is already a strong rejection in that zone. So what I think that US30 might start to grab liquidity from this zone. Okay, it may continue to grab liquidity. Okay, come here and then grab liquidity, you know, drop and then grab liquidity like that. So based on the price action confirmation, we can look for potential, you know, trading opportunity on this one. I think it's a bullish, but we could see further liquidity gap because there is already a rejection. But for me, I think US30 will move along this channel. So basically it was coming to the down channel, reversed here. So basically it was moving along this channel, has dropped. This is a reversal pattern, change its trend. Now it's moving in this rising channel, the upward channel. So we'll be looking for an opportunity in that area. Okay, so we'll be looking at that. Let's see how it does. Looking at Nasdaq here. Okay, so from Nasdaq we see that this is the monthly. Okay, so from the monthly perspective, okay, so we see that from bigger picture, monthly on Nasdaq is in fact a bullish market. So this is the monthly price action with this strong liquidity grab from this level on Nasdaq has created this huge monthly bullish candle, followed by a narrower doji here. With that narrow doji, Nasdaq has formed another monthly candle. Now with that monthly candle, we saw that Nasdaq has completely broken out of recent level of resistance zone here. Okay, so with that breakout to the upside, if we look at the weekly, we see that this is the weekly candle on Nasdaq, a strong bullish candle, followed by we saw there's a gap opening here today, the first day of trading week. I think that we could see a bit more attempt from the buyers like the US30. If we look at the daily, this is the daily candle, and this is also that there is a gap opening weekless candle. So let's look at further lower time frame now. Yeah, from the intraday we see that what I see, this structure here, okay, is a local bearish. So what do we mean by local bearish? Let's say this is a impulse, it is a correction. Okay, so this correction is in fact, this is the impulse and the correction creating series of, in that move, what I think that Nasdaq might grab liquidity from this then, and it even might come back to this level. Okay, so that could be the zone for Nasdaq, NAS100. Now what I think that the price might drop to this level, and then we could see potential bullish move on Nasdaq. So this is what I will be waiting for, a potential trading opportunity on NAS100. Okay, okay, thank you very much. US30, we discussed that. Euro CHF, I'll be CHF JPY. Thank you. We'll be looking at that. Viral, I think gold will go up until 2000. What do you say? Yeah, I think gold is, for me, is still bearish. I don't, let's see how it does, guys. And as yeah, absolutely. Hi everyone. TK for yeah, thank you very much. Tan, yes, sure. EJ is a very good trading opportunity now. It's a very highly volatile market at the moment. Dollar CAD, you'll be looking at that. Himanshu, sir, trade gold. Yeah, Jim, why do we do most trades in gold? I have your VIP subscription. Good morning. Yeah, very good. Yeah, Muhammad Yusuf. Yeah, so very good question. Why do we, last week, say this is, we had an incredible trading result last week. We had gained 12.73%, and this all those in PEEP, and this is in percentage. We had most trade on gold last week. Also we had a AUDCAD, dollar yen, GBPJPY, euro dollar, CHFJPY. Now the reason we trade gold, as well as we do have these, today we had opened 3 trades. Gold has given us full profit, euro dollar and GBPAUD now we are running. So gold is very good for trading on the lower time frame for me. Okay, I don't trade, I trade gold mostly on 15 minutes and 5 minutes, because in this time frame gold is very volatile and always gives best trading opportunity in the market. So if you look at this 15 minutes time frame on in this, or 5 minutes, you will see that there is a lot of trading opportunity in this market. Okay, you will find a lot of trading opportunity, and this is the best thing because gold is highly volatile, and especially on the 5 minutes and 15 minutes there's a lot of trading opportunity. This is why we trade gold on the lower time frame, as well as other instrument also giving some good trading opportunity every day. AUDUSD, we have opened that trade as well. So we saw that there's a candle close just a couple of minutes earlier. So let me see what every instrument is doing. UDNZD, Aussie Yen, CAD, CHF. So GBPAUD is coming down for a pullback. It's our entry. Let me see if we can run or close. So we might close because looks like that it might again come down for another liquidity grab. So we'll be closing out GBPAUD at entry. Looks to me that GBPAUD might come down again because there is a rejection, as I mentioned. And let me see, yeah, AUDUSD looks bearish, so we'll keep that running. So GBPAUD we have closed at entry, and because GBPAUD looks to me that if you look at this one here, we see that GBPAUD, this is AUDUSD. Just looking at all of them, guys, to see. GBPCHF looks like that might also bearish. Let me see. Okay, so as I mentioned, GBPCAD now What I think that GBPCAD may continue to drop in that direction. Okay, gold, going back to gold again. Very fast. So still not ready for, look like might grab liquidity from the top again. So see guys, I think gold will drop now. Gold This is what I was thinking, but the price action, you can see it's forming a narrower, doji here. Things no problem. Say AUDCAD. GBPCAD bless Eurusd. Yep. Thank you very much. Yeah, absolutely. Look at that. It's going up now for up another liquidity gap. So it's forming a structure, just waiting for a one liquidity candle along the zone. Okay, let me see what others so strategies are. Cam strategy that we are using, you can learn it. So the strategy that we are using, we have quite a few strategies that we teach our students. You can learn them if you are our lifetime member. I will invite you to join us in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. There's a link in the description area. You can join us to learn our strategies and also to trade with us. could see that drop possible. See 4 hour. So there is a middleman on the 5 minutes. Okay, so we see that potential bearish price action. Still I'm waiting for a bit, one at least candle to grab liquidity from the resistance level, then we can look for potential selling opportunity, you can see. So let's look at, in the meantime, what's happening with AUDUSD. Now AUDUSD with the doji, in fact the price has dropped. Now AUDUSD, you can see that we are running this trade. So you closed a GBPAUD trade, and now we have started AUDUSD. Now if you look at this one here on GBPAUD, we closed gold also, we have closed early today one trade, and AUDUSD we sold at 0.6639, which is now below our level. So the reason is, we mentioned that AUDUSD we have opened, there is a doji here. Now this doji on 4 hour, there is a, you know, in that zone there is a huge liquidity. Now with that liquidity, AUDUSD has a rejection from this doji. At this point the price now slowly dropping, and I think the price will continue to drop in that direction on AUDUSD. So you can see this is a price. If you look at the daily on AUDUSD, there is a, from the daily the price grab multiple times liquidity. There's one doji here, okay, the price grab liquidity from the resistance level, okay, with that liquidity grab from this daily candle. Now we saw that afterwards the price tested this same level, and the price has again grabbed liquidity from this resistance zone. So you know, from the monthly, and this is the monthly and weekly price action, which is significantly bearish. If we look at the daily, we see that the price showing a very strong, you know, bearish price action on the daily perspective, and we can expect the price to continue to drop in that direction. We saw there is a, from the daily, there is a double top formation, breakdown, narrower doji with a liquidity grab, and we saw that the price has started to drop in that direction. And this doji has a significant liquidity gap, tested this important level. This is a very important level, double top breakdown from doji. And we saw that there is a significant movement in that direction on AUDUSD. So let me see. Euro dollar also has done the same thing. If we look at the euro dollar, if this is the daily, firstly looking at the monthly on euro dollar, this is strongly bearish market. Looking at the weekly, we can see that there is a middleman here on euro dollar. With that middleman formation, the price now slowly rejecting in that direction. If you look at the daily, we can see that from the daily there is a bullish candle, followed by today the price just has crossed the daily high and the price again rejecting. So from the lower time frame we see that there is a consolidation pattern here, but multiple times the price grabbing liquidity from the top, which is a sign of further drop on euro dollar. If we look at the weekly, we see already the price pull back to the upside again, coming down. I think euro dollar also highly likely will continue to drop towards the downside with the drop of other instruments such as on gold, as they almost move in the similar direction. So from 5 minutes on gold, so it is breaking to the upside. as I mentioned, this is already okay. So for me, let's see what it is trying to do. So from the 15 minutes, what we saw that there's a long wick candle, and we could see that potential so there is a doji on the 5 minutes. Let me see what it is trying to do here. Okay, so still not finding proper entries, and let's see in the meantime. Patience, guys. Let's see what it is trying to do on the time frame. Hello, thank you very much. Favor, thank you. So how are you? I'm good, thank you very much. Hello. What's your TP? AUDUSD. Okay, AUDCAD. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, we'll be looking at that. So AUDUSD has gone again to the upside. Okay, let's see how it does. AUDCAD. Let me look at this one here from the daily. From the daily perspective on AUDCAD, this is the monthly price action on AUDCAD. We see that from the monthly time frame, the price is a long-term bearish market. The price created a series of lower high along this area, and we see that from the weekly perspective, there is a also series of lower high along the zone on AUDCAD. If we look at the daily, we can see the same situation here. From the daily, the price tested this previous support zone turn resistance here. There's a long wick candle, and with that long wick candle, there is a doji here, and I think that AUDCAD, if we look at the further lower time frame, we see that it's consolidating in that zone. Now there are two probable scenarios on AUDCAD. One, to move in a sideway in that zone. The other is to so we see that from the, this is the impulse on AUDCAD consolidation, and with that impulse and consolidation, we can see that the price, I think that slowly even we could see a bit more upside. We look at the weekly, this weekly price action is bearish. There's a middleman here. Looking at the daily, we see that there is a lower high in that area, and from the lower time frame, we can see that it's the impulse consolidation pattern drop, and we can expect the price to continue to rise. I think it may not rise. If we look at the weekly, you can see that weekly price actions. That's why multi-time frame is very important to look at higher time frame and the lower time frame. So from the weekly, what I see that AUDCAD, this is the middleman here on AUDCAD, which is for me a bearish price action. If we look at the daily, we can see that from the daily perspective, the price is creating series of lower high along the zone, and from the lower time frame perspective, there could be pullback to the upside along the zone, and from that area we could see that AUDCAD is coming towards the downside. So yeah, depending on the price action, we can look for potential trading opportunity along the zone on in any of them. So let's go back to gold to see what it is doing. Okay, gold price action for me from a bearish price action for me now. Looks like that. See, this narrow doji is a deceleration from the top. We see there is another rejection coming. It's a very complicated price action here. So no. So the price action has formed on the 5 minutes. Very complicated price action at the moment on gold. Let's see what others are doing. GBPJPY, let's look at that one here. Now JPY pairs, as you can see that they are significantly bullish. If we look at the monthly here on GBPJPY, we can see that from the monthly perspective, this is a long-term bull market. If we look at the weekly, we can see that from the weekly perspective as well, the price is creating series of higher high and higher low on GBPJPY. Now if we look at the daily, from the daily, you can see this is the daily price action that has in fact from this significant level of support, GJ had a bounce to the upside. Now with that bounce, we can see that the price, this is what exactly expected in the previous weekly forex forecast as well. From this level, there is a bullish price action we see according to our TF strategy as well. Now this is a very crucial level of support. As you can see, early today the price grabbed liquidity from that zone. Now with that liquidity creation on GBPJPY has bounced towards the upside. Now if we look at the daily, we see the price has grabbed liquidity from here. Now if we look at the weekly, we can see that from the weekly perspective, GJ also from the previous resistance turn support has a bounce towards the upside on in this instrument. So we can see that GBPJPY, in fact, in that level has formed this pattern. The price is highly likely to bounce to the upside, and I think that GJ will continue to rise to the upside as it's a long-term bullish market. Okay, so as soon as we will find also opportunity on this one, I will be posting to the students in the VIP channel. So guys, if you want to learn our strategies and also to trade with us in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy, there is a link in the description area. You can visit us, join us to learn our strategies and also to trade with us. So this is the trade that we see on, today we have opened quite a few trades, AUDUSD, gold, GBP AUD. Gold we have closed with 2 times profit, AUDUSD running nearly at our entry, and I'm expecting on all of them to give us profit. Now let's see gold what it is doing now. So you saw that after this bearish candle, gold slowly turning towards the downside. So gold has created a significant bearish price action. If you look at this instrument, hey coach, hope all is well. Would you please able to look at GBPCAD? Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much, Manjur. Yeah, sure. We'll be looking at that. Let me see that. Okay, AUDUSD again coming towards downside after testing this zone. I think that we should be able to see this price coming towards the downside. GBPCAD, as I mentioned earlier, guys, that it's highly likely will come back down again. It's coming down again, GBPCAD. And if you look at this higher time frame on GBPCAD, we see that the price is currently, this is a very important level of support here, and so gold is in fact coming down. So along with the GBPCAD, So 4-hour candle is closing on gold, which is a significant bearish price action. Okay, so what I see that, guys, on this one, if we look at just looking at all of them. So we close this one at entry because I know this is gonna drop, and did that. GBP became very weak as the gold is showing bearish, and this is a, you can see, 4-hour candle, which is if you look at the daily on gold, in fact gold has formed. Okay, so we saw there is a liquidity candle here is forming, and the price is showing bearish. So you see that after multiple times gold grab liquidity from this level, and then the price has dropped towards the downside on this one. So from bigger picture perspective, we can see that gold is currently bearish now. So you see that, you can see after this strong liquidity gap on the 5 minutes, so you see the price is slowly turning towards the downside. So gold slowly turning to a very strong bearish market. Let me see what others are doing. Dollar yen and CHFJPY. So CHFJPY has moved a lot from this level. As you can see, last week we had a big trade on CHFJPY, and if we look at the bigger picture on, we see that AUDUSD also turning towards the downside. So we see that most of the pairs doing exactly as per analysis and as per planning. So at the moment, okay, so most of the pairs expect moving according to the expectation, except you see that US30 has a rejection, as I mentioned, may not be able to move in that direction. So we might see there is a little bit of drop here, and then we can expect US30 to move towards the upside. So okay, so we see that almost all the pairs doing almost according to the expectation. So I will still keep watching, guys. As you know that gold, we had a trade early today. We closed with 2 times profit, and I'm waiting for another entry. So I will still keep watching. Due to the time limit, I'm gonna end this session for today. Today a bit shorter, tomorrow we'll try to extend, and any live trade coming up, definitely we'll be looking at that. So in the meantime, I'll keep watching. Anyone want to learn our strategies? Also, if you want to join us in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy, there is a link in the description area. You can visit us, join us to learn our strategies and also to trade with us. So with that said, guys, thank you very much for being here. Make sure that you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. And also anyone looking for regulated broker, there is a link in the description area for AvaTrade. You can join AvaTrade, and I'll look forward to see you guys again tomorrow in this live session. Until then, thank you very much. I'll see you.